customer tell me one time that I would never grow unless I learned how to delegate and to give other people responsibility. It has grown numbers-wise. I think we're probably up about 40% over what it was when we got here.
What's up, good people? Today's show has been brought to you by Opus Clips. Ready to elevate your video content? Join Opus Clips. Unlock premium editing features, exclusive templates, and advanced tools designed to bring your creativity to life. Sign up through my link below to snag bonuses just for my viewers. What are you waiting for? Opus Clips. It's designed to save you time and elevate your content.
So can you share with us your most memorable experience working or operating?
Man, that is hard to single out just one experience here. I think
What about the top 5?
I would say going back to the beginning, I started working here with Dad when I was 12. So that was
Y'all looking for
a while
back
ago. That was 34 years ago. And we used to do satellite dishes, like big C-band satellite dishes. And one of my jobs as a kid was I would bolt the pies together, and then we would go dig the trenches to install the line, and we'd dig the hole for the pole to be put in. And I can remember we didn't start on that until 7 o'clock because our hours used to be 9 in the morning until 7 at night, Monday through Saturday. And we would start at 7, and we would go the first day and we would dig the trench and set the pole. And if we had clay to go through, that could be until midnight sometimes or after. And then we would go back and set the dish, and Dad would tune it. You know, we had like a headset we'd communicate on. We'd sight it in on G5 with a satellite.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd tell me to take it a little east or take it a little west, and then we'd lock it in. So that was definitely, one, just thinking about doing that. And then in the early years too, we did appliances. So that was part of the everyday action, was doing appliance package deliveries and hooking them up. I think you mentioned earlier doing like ice maker lines and hooking up washing machines.
Yep.
I remember falling through somebody's floor to deliver a dryer one time.
No way,
I
man.
fell through, man. I went straight through the floor.
Wow.
But I guess on the good side of things too, I met a bunch of great customers. I think that was probably the best part about being in this business, is you get to meet such a variety of people from all walks of life, and they've come from all over the country, that have moved into this melting pot of Aiken and the CSRA. I've met some very interesting people, and I think each of those conversations and the time that I got to spend with them kind of helped me be who I am over the years. So I appreciate each and every one of them. I think market, the experience of going to furniture market, that is a totally different world that I never could have imagined until I experienced it for myself.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
That's something new on this. That's something that you guys have been going to for years.
Yeah, so I know it's definitely been here before Dad was here. So it's been going on for at least.
So it's like the Coachella of furniture. Is that what you're doing?
I'm not familiar with Coachella, but it is.
So the Woodstock of furniture, I guess.
Bigger.
Bigger? Wow.
Bigger. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's bigger.
Man.
Well, matter of fact, they had like the Goo Goo Dolls played a concert. It was a free concert.
Yeah.
At this past market. I'm telling you, man, it's unbelievable.
Let's talk about the business of running the furniture business. So how did you've been here since you were 12 years old, so you've been taught by the best, right? So you've witnessed a lot.
Yeah, I learned a lot. I think Dad was a great teacher, and then I didn't just get to learn from Dad, I got to learn from my grandfather too, because he was still up here, and even though he was not directly involved in the furniture business, when I was a kid, he still had his finance office and his real estate company active, and he was here pretty well every day. So I got to spend a good bit of time with him and just learn the business end of things, of how he did things and operated. as well as just the day-to-day activities with Dad. And Dad was a heck of a business person. I think he's far better than I am. And he was so in tune with everything going on here. You know, I mean, this was his baby. I mean, this is really Dad's company that, you know, he sold to me, but he built the business. And, you know, same thing though, Dad worked for his dad. He started pumping gas when he was like 7 years old, because my grandfather had a gas station where the old basketball court was.
So is that Felix?
Fielding.
Fielding Foreman.
Yeah, Fielding Foreman Senior. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that was a gas station with the old basketball court.
Yeah, he was into everything. Now, he was an entrepreneur.
Do you feel like it's easier because you've came in and you've made your own changes?
I would say yes and no. I think that we definitely approach business differently. My dad was hands-on with every aspect of everything that happened here. I mean, he was into it. Yeah. When I was in the moving business, I had a customer tell me one time that I would never grow unless I learned how to delegate and to give other people responsibility. Mm-hmm. And I took that to heart, and I utilized that in the moving business, and then the same thing here. I believe that I've got an excellent team of people that know their job and do it well. And matter of fact, I would say they do their individual jobs better than I would do it most of the time. Right. You know, because that's what they do every day. They're specialized in it, and it's definitely different over.
What's up, good people? I hope you're enjoying the show. And if you want to show your support, head over to divinededicatedclothing.com and check out our SC Power Moves merch shop. All right? Support the show. Appreciate it. Let's go.
Seeing it versus doing the sales myself every day or doing the delivery every day, which I've done a little bit of everything here. So I think that's good too, to have experience in each of them, you know, because that helps me to have understanding to be able to make decisions. But I think also that I can do a better job as an employer and as a business owner by having people that are specialized in their field, you know, here at the store.
Now, speaking of just thinking about continuous improvement, do you ever go to any seminars or have any or go into any type of mentorship programs where you learn new, learn new business management techniques from different individuals, like courses or something like that?
You know, to be honest with you, I've never done anything since I've been here, you know, as far as like seminars or courses. Mm-hmm. I do learn a lot when I go to market, and I learn a lot from the sales reps that come by. They teach you a lot about the product. Yeah. They teach you about sales and different ideas.
Any pressure to keep going and keeping the family, the Foreman legacy alive, and keeping the store operating at the most, at its most highest potential?
You know, I think that my dad probably has more heart in the business here than I do personally, just because he started from ground zero and built it. Yeah. And I understand what it's like to do that, you know, doing A to Z. But I think that he definitely wants to see it continue on. My grandfather's passed on already, so he's not here to see, you know, where we are today. But I think that Dad definitely wants us to do as well as we can do. He's never made me feel like, oh, you're not doing a good job, or, you know, anything like that. I mean, he's always been supportive. But to be honest, he really has just kind of let me run with it. And he's actually gone into some different, I guess, business that he's working on. He's retired from Ashley's on Main, but he's definitely working every day still. He's a very busy individual. So I think as long as it's not, you know, going belly up, he's happy.
Being that you guys have been here for 66 years, like how do you gauge your impact on the community? Do you think you guys have had a positive impact on the community?
Well, I'm not that old yet, but now Dad, I called him and asked him this question this morning. Mm-hmm. His answer was that he felt like the most impact he had was giving people an opportunity to have a first job and to teach them kind of how to work and what business was about. And I mean, I can't even imagine to count how many folks have worked here, over the years. And then before him, you're going back 66 years. That'd be going back to my grandfather. And I wish that he was here today to ask him that question. I'd love to hear his take on it. But I guess from my end of things, impact-wise, I mean, I don't feel like we're setting the world on fire here or anything. I think that our biggest impact is to try to help our customer get what they're looking for.
Yeah.
I definitely try to provide, a good place to work for everyone that works here and the family members I have working here. Mm-hmm. And I think at the end of the day, we want to be able to know that we sold a good product and done a good job service-wise with our customers.
Right. Okay. So Big Ash's perspective is he's touched many lives with giving early opportunities to younger people. And I can name a whole lot of. I have my own list. I have my own list of people that I've worked with while I was here. We have O'Neill.
Oh yeah.
Blake Bowers.
Old school, yeah.
Old school.
Yeah.
Blake Bowers, Quentin Mixon for a few weeks, Rodney Jackson.
Which Rodney was here for a decade.
Rodney was here for a long time.
I view Rodney like family. Yeah. He's like a brother to me.
And I think that's the end of my list. And that's still a lot of people. And it's even more than that.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, I bet while Dad was running the company, we probably had, I'd say at least 100 folks come through at least. Which now that's different. So I can say too, like, the current folks that we've got working here, most of them have been here for, I've got one guy that's been here for over 10 years.
Wow.
Most everybody's been here at least 3 years. So I think, and that's what I want to. I don't want to have a high turnover rate. I'd much rather have people that, are better trained and that know their job better and that are here long term. Mm-hmm. That's what my goals are.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And that's really, to me as a business person, that is the goal of a business. Is if a business cannot run without me being here, I'm the owner of a job. All right, but if the business operates without you, then you got a business.
So is that the vision that you had when you came back in 2019 to, is it like the current times now in the business current state, is that the vision you had when you came back? Is it growing toward the overall vision that you had for Ashley's Homemade?
Definitely. I wanted to grow the numbers, which it has grown numbers-wise. I think we're probably up about 40% over what it was when we got here. Okay. So it has definitely had an increase. And I think the only way that I knew to do that was being able to have well-trained employees, to be able to get the sales up and then to have the service into the business where it needed to be, which Dad did a great job, but there's only so much you can do with, 5 or 6 people here. Currently we've got 10 people here.
Oh, wow.
So we're able to do more, and the facility, he already had a great facility in place because we've changed absolutely nothing here. It's the way it was, when I got here. He already had everything set up.
Do you have any advice for anyone that's trying to get into the furniture business or starting up their own, or a furniture startup?
Well, I know starting from ground zero, this would be a tough business to start from nothing.
So you would recommend them finding a furniture store?
I would say I would buy an existing business just to have the systems and all the contacts and the vendors and everything else in place. The inventory, yeah. I mean, inventory is a huge part of the operating cost here. Man, I mean, I could not imagine starting from scratch. And that's why I say, I have to give full credit to Dad for building the business, because he took this from, a very small mom and pop store to I think a pretty successful business, and
Yeah.
he did a great job with it. I mean, he really did a great job with it.
So you can answer this or not. I'm just curious. Like, what's the inventory number on hand? Like, what's the dollar amount? You don't have to go specific. Just it's a ballpark.
I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but I would say it's probably somewhere between 750 to 900,000.
Really? I was thinking like 2 or 3.
Yeah,
I thought it was higher than that.
Yeah,
Man.
I mean, I'm just guessing now.
Right.
It's probably more than what I think it is because prices have near about doubled since I bought it. That's one thing that happened in COVID too. Was
After
COVID
coming out of COVID, the inflation is just.
Oh my gosh, man! Stuff that we used to sell. Like say that chair right there today, it's $509. 4 years ago that chair would have been probably $299.
Yeah.
And we're not making any more money on it. It costs that much more.
Yeah.
It's just that the cost has went up so much on everything. Well, I mean, you go to the grocery store, you see, milk, eggs, anything. I mean, everything we buy now, whether it's fuel, heck, fuel is up. Oh my goodness, man. That's
another cost of business. Like
yeah. I mean, we're running 2 delivery trucks, plus we got a service truck, so we go through a lot of fuel here. But yeah, the cost of business it's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. But it's part of being in business. You got to pay if you want to be in business.
Yeah, see, power moves. Ashley's own main, Ashley, Lil Ash. Because you're not a junior, you're actually the 4th.
Yeah, Arthur Ashley Forman IV.
It's been a pleasure. Before we get out of here, we have to give the shout outs.
Yeah.
Do you have what you was gonna say?
That's what I was gonna say.
That's what I say, shout outs?
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right.
Any shout outs, any recognition, any love you want to give anybody out there that's helped you along your way and that's a part of your life?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say probably first I'd go back to my grandfather. He taught me a lot, probably more than I could ever count back. My dad, he taught me a tremendous amount, and he taught me how to work. It went beyond business. He taught me how to work and how to be on time and how to do what you say you're going to do and let your name be based on the word that you give people. And I definitely say my wife. Unfortunately she's not here today, but she usually is here full time. And she's a huge part of the business. My daughter works here with us part time too. All the team members that we have here, we've got a great team of employees here. They come in and this is what they do, and they're good at their job, and I couldn't ask for better people. My papa, which was my mom's dad, he was actually a business owner too. He owned a appliance store and he owned a music store where they sold pianos and musical equipment. He taught me a lot about how to work when I was a kid and just how to engage with people and interact with people. And then I'd say most importantly, I thank God too, because He has just blessed us tremendously. No matter what I've done, if I put my hand to it and put the Lord first, it always prospered. And the same has been true here, because I have to say, in all honesty, my dad was a much better furniture business person than I am. He knew the business better. I think he probably had everything closer as far as like he knew every aspect of everything going on. But I ain't gonna lie, man, I've got a tremendous amount of favor that doesn't come from me. I just gotta say thank God for it. He just blesses me beyond my ability, and that's the truth of it.
But Ash, we appreciate you. It's been a pleasure, man. It's been a great tour. We've learned a lot. I'm gonna make sure I take a picture in front of the truck if it's still back there.
Yeah, one of them should be back there.
Yeah, on the side of the truck. The gallery is amazing. What y'all have done to the place since the early 2000s, it's just amazing, man. It's a whole other type of building now, man. It's a whole different type of experience when you walk through the doors. And I appreciate the ambiance, man. It's just amazing, dude. Like I wish I had a mansion just to pile a whole bunch of stuff up in there, man. Like give me a couple pieces, man.
Well, when you get it, man, you know who to call.
I know who to call. 100%. This is time for us to wrap it. All right, man. We're gonna close it out, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. SC Power Moves. Ashley's on Main. It's been our pleasure. We out. Peace.
Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the show, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and then most importantly, share.